What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 32, I think. I believe. I don't know. I'm still trying to find where the first, week and a half, 2 weeks, we're August 15th. I just realized we're the 15th of the month, and we are already halfway through August, and I'm trying to find where the month went. Never mind what episode of podcast we're on. That being said, today is a unique topic because yesterday, so I'm recording this on the 15th, the 14th of August, Kick platform has given, I want to say 25, 30 creators. I could be wrong on the number of how many creators got one, but the very first that I've ever seen, contracts go out to these creators, and they are now, I think, considered Kick partners. They're calling themselves first class. More to come in the future, apparently. But they, from my understanding, are now getting paid a hourly wage to stream on the platform. What the heck does that mean? I don't know. When you're looking at these people, from what I've heard, from what I've seen, the range of average viewers is from 10 to 1,600 from these creators. Men, women, different types of content, obviously, but they have obviously been looking at these creators and been, assessing, hopefully, the type of content that they're putting out and entertainment value and what they can bring to the platform, I guess. And they've decided to give them a contract. Details of the contracts, we have no clue. Obviously, they're probably not able to share the details of their contract. But the pretty much broad thing about it, generally, the consensus is they are now getting paid an hourly rate to stream on the platform. Now, this is kind of wild. Obviously, Twitch doesn't do this unless you're really, really big. YouTube doesn't do this unless you're really, really big. Usually, you have to bring some form of viewership and all these things to the platform. However, Kick has always sworn that they'll be helping out the you want to call it smaller streamer community creators. That being said, we don't know the details. And when I think about the details, this is obviously an hourly wage. So they obviously said, you're going to get, this amount of money for this amount of hours, I would assume. And obviously the creator has to agree on all these things. The first thing that I brings to my mind is this is wild. I'm a full-time streamer. I don't have a contract with Twitch. I don't have enough paid subs per month to hit their 70-30 split that they just came out with a month or two ago. So what does that mean? What does that mean for this whole topic? What it means is now people don't really have to worry necessarily, depending on how much they get paid, about how they might, maintain full-time status, continue to go full-time for the first time ever, maybe quit their job, stuff like that. The flip side of that is I've been doing this for 3 years, and streaming is so up and down that whatever details of this is why we're giving you a contract, right? Say Kick says, this is why we're giving you a contract. You must continue to do these things. I would hope it's like that. I hope it's not just you get a contract. If your viewership drops like crazy, you can still keep it. If you don't maintain, the hours, you get to still keep it. I hope that there's these stipulations and these, itemized list of items that they have to comply with, because that's what a contract and agreement would be. A partnership is, I think of my partnership with GFUEL. I have to do certain things in order to continue, or even attempt to try and get a better contract as the months go. So that being said, like I said, there's no details of what these contracts include. However, one of the biggest advantages of being a full-time streamer is the fact that I get to make my own schedule. And there's a lot of times where, if you're mentally exhausted, because this is exhausting. If you've never streamed full-time, I can guarantee you it's exhausting. I was a probation officer for 8 years. This is way more stressful. Being self-employed and self-sustainable through your own income, business income, all that kind of stuff, and your own hard work is very, very stressful. But that being said, if you are ordered, contracted to stream, let's say 160 hours a month, what if you don't hit that because of your mental health, right? What if you don't hit that because you got to go away for something? What if you don't hit that because you want to take a week vacation? I would hope, anyways, that there are exceptions to the rule and maybe some vacation time even. I mean, you're a contracted employee. You work for the platform at that point. You are no longer self-employed, right? In that aspect, I guess you can say. Again, we don't know details of their contracts. So the first thing I think about is what if you don't want to stream those hours? You get paid and it's like you love what you do, but it can easily become something you don't love if you feel forced to do it. So I hope for every single person that ever gets signed to a contract on any platform, this is not just specific to Kick, but say Twitch starts giving out contracts to smaller creators. I would hope that there are these little exceptions to the rule of, hey, listen, I can't do the 200 hours this month. Listen, I got to go on vacation. Hey, I had something happen with my family. Hey, my life is in shambles because of this and this and that. I'm not going to be streaming all week, and then where do you make up that time, right? Burnout is a very, very common thing in the content creator world. It happens easily and it, to be honest, kind of sneaks up on you. So I would just hope that that's something people have thought of. But nonetheless, this is pretty cool. It's pretty crazy. I already see people like complaining about it. I also see people like fake congratulating these people. Like you can just tell that they're like, you're just trying to get your own contract by like being like, oh my God, this is so awesome for creators. I love Kick. I would love to contract, like people are just kind of wild lately. They're just like, I'm going to get a contract. I'm going to get a contract. I'm going to get a contract. It's just like begging for it, it seems. And one thing that if you're listening to this and you are a streamer, I just need you to know that you don't need a contract to be successful. And I think this is super important to realize lately and recently is that you don't need a platform to give you money to be on there to be successful and make money streaming. I've been doing this for 3 years. I am able to sustain a livelihood that is quite comfortable and not financially free where I can just don't care about spending $1,000 every day or whatever. But I live within my means and I don't live this like can't afford, mac and cheese in a box meal type life. But it is very easy to say that you don't need a contract to be successful on any platform, whether they give you more money or not. You know what I mean? So this is quite some crazy news. Obviously, I don't think these creators, like I said, the average viewership is completely from one end of the spectrum to the next. I would consider someone with 1,600 viewers a quite larger streamer, even 500 viewers and up. But there's a lot of them in that 100 range, I would say. But then, to go really down to the bottom of the numbers near 10, 15 average is quite interesting to see. Now, I also question how the heck they pick these people. Obviously, we don't need to know. It's probably a need to know basis of you're on the selection committee, you're on the selection team. That's who needs to know what they're selecting people based off of. But I would be curious, and I think it would be chaotic if they said this is what we look for, because then people would just try and hit those goals just like they do for Twitch partner, just like they do for Kick verification checkmark. Everyone just says like, this is what I need to do and this is what I need to to focus on. Meanwhile, they're like not focusing on like quality of content, entertainment value, and all these things, right? And that's what I've seen. Needless to say, we are in a day and an age where a platform that is 6 months old, not even, I think, is now giving contracts to small streamers to stream on their platform. It's quite crazy. Now, I think about myself, and if they said, hey, we see you stream on Twitch and on Kick, we'll give you this contract to stream solely on Kick. That contract, personally, would have to make up for every dollar I've made on Twitch in the last 6 months to say yes. Because just because you're getting paid, let's say you got minimum wage to be on the platform, $16 an hour. That's what it is here in Canada. $16 an hour to stream on the platform, 40 hours a week, like a regular 9-to-5 job, right? Okay, let's say that's what it was. It doesn't mean you're going to get subs. They still don't have a monetization thing like bits. They said that's coming soon. The app still doesn't work very well. I stream there 3 times a week, and every time I stream, someone can't chat. Multiple people can't chat. Recently, multiple people can't even sub. PayPal was just added yesterday, and it was removed a few hours later because apparently the influx of transactions going through their PayPal account caused PayPal to cancel their account or pause it or something like that. If I was a billion-dollar company with a streaming platform, I would hope that I would let PayPal know that, hey, this is something that's going to happen. But regardless, there's a lot of issues still with the platform. And I think a lot of people who do get contracts will be the ones that put that aside and just continuously say, Kick is great, Kick is awesome, Kick is the best. I don't think any platform would sign anybody else to the platform unless they were really full in on the platform and absolutely loved it and talked about it and marketed it as much as possible for free, mind you. So just a little bit of a tidbit on that. I didn't want to talk about it too much because obviously we don't know that much information. But as of yesterday, there are creators that have been officially signed to contracts to stream on the platform, some hourly wage involved. No clue what the requirements or the qualifications are. But time will tell and see who gets signed next in this wave of small creator contracts. Not sure when that would happen, but I'm sure they're going to be looking at these guys and seeing how things go. And I'd be curious to see if any of these streamers grow by being part of the program or if it's just all about money. But hey, cash is king. That being said, we'll see you next time. Episode 33 next week. Maybe we'll have more news on that. Cheers.